how much do you believe in at cost? Okay, to me, in my mind, it's 1,000,000%, 100% all the way. I get it because of everything that's happened, over the last, I'm gonna say almost 30 years. Are we hoping for, a lifetime of being able to do what you want and spend time with what you want, not miss soccer practice, not miss baseball, not miss music recitals? Because it's not about the money. It's about what you can do because you've got it. Let's get past this epidemic of victimhood. You're in charge. You're in charge. Disregard the naysayers. Do it anyway. Come on. Do it anyway. Yeah. Do it anyway. I think about, I spent my entire life, and I'm going to share with you guys real quick my whys, because I've been carrying this around all day. You guys may have seen me squishing it. It's not mine. It's Paxton's, right? My little one. You guys may have saw him. In Savannah's, I keep her little trinket right here under my shirt pocket. That's my heart. Okay? So my why is truth and family and prosperity of the heart, prosperity of the mind. Okay, and everything that we do at cost, that's part of it. That's actually the blueprint. Because it's not just my daughter, it's not just Pax, it's family. Right? And for the third time today, I'm going to say it. This is your company as much as it is mine. Troy feels the exact same way. So your family, whether you know it or not, help me get to what we're trying to do. $1 billion company. Change the way people buy precious metals. We talked about bricks, right? That's coming up on 40% of the Earth's GDP. 40% of the money just left the dollar completely. If you don't think that's going to affect rent, mortgage, gas, food, tuition, light bills, conference rooms, hotel rooms, it is. We are at that point. We have crossed the threshold. Saudi Arabia is done. China's done. Russia's done. That's just the economic part. That's just the economic part of what we're talking about. You want to talk about savings and inflation? 97%, 98%. A little more than 100 years, it's all gone. Right? What are we working for? The 3% value of what everyone had 110 years ago? That's what we're chasing? That 3% of what they had that was just right in front of them? Walking around with gold like it was just a dollar bill? Right? The people that saw that, Thomas Jefferson, he's got one of the oldest trusts in the United States that still exists today. You don't think those tax advantages for his progeny matters? I'll tell you something that someone told me, Wally Boyer. Some of you may have remembered him. He's sitting here, I got a millionaire, banker, millionaire. I just happened to be at the right table at the right time. And I probably had my mouth wide open. As a kid, I was a kid. And I owe it to him to tell you what he said to me. He leaned over and he said, you know what the difference is between you and everybody else here? Wow, that was rude. That's what I thought in my head. And I said, what? He said, nothing. They just already did it. You haven't done it yet. Do something. Right? So I was collecting metal, and I paid too much. And I found a different store to buy it from, and I got a better price. And I did that because my dad dumped gold in my hand, and I never felt anything so cool. It was heavy. It was shiny. It was real. It was tangible. 700 times it's mentioned in the Bible. More than love. They make movies about it. Can't think of a single James Bond movie that didn't have a bar of gold in it, right? Hollywood's based on it. Fort Knox was stuff of legend growing up. After developing software for network marketing companies, we'll fast forward 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 years. From the first time I held metal, I said, if I'm going to buy and sell something, I want it to have value. 2 years, 10 years, 20 years. Really about thinking about how to do something normal differently. That's really what it's about. That's the secret to life. Why precious metals? Because they're always going to have value. That's the number one thing. They go up, they go down, but it's not fake. It's not a pipe dream. It's real. It's real. There will never be a single person that will take an at-cost coin or bar and say, this is bogus, this is fake. I got ripped off, because they're going to get it at the best price, and it's going to be exactly what it's supposed to be. I want you to know why we do what we do the way that we do it. Right? So ACM balance, the reason why we have that is because it takes liability and risk off the company. So the question is, people say, well, why do I have to fund my account before I buy something? Well, the truth is, you do that anyway at your bank. They don't just give you a debit card and say, we'll figure it out later. You put your money in the bank and you say, here, you could swipe. Anytime you swipe, we're going to just take it out of your account. Okay? The difference is when it's 100,000, 200,000, 2,000, whatever it is, we don't have markup, so we have to have that balance saying, right now, this millisecond, we're going to buy a box of Eagles. And I know through the integration, this is the price that customer said, I want it now, and this is the price that my vendor will sell it now. And then it's a smooth transaction, okay? That's why we do an ACM balance. It's normal. $399, $149. We do this because some people want more networking into our business. Some people want less networking into our business. Believe it or not, there's some people that will spend $1 million to buy metal and specialty products, but they're not willing to spend $399 for a membership. And that's the truth, right? And when you show them the numbers, they're like, so for $149, I can save 50 grand? Yeah. Tell your friends about it. No, I hate networking, but I'm going to tell my neighbor. All right? That's why we do it. Okay? Because it makes sense. Right? So far, everything should make sense. You got a company that cares about you. We sell a product that always has value, no matter what. And everybody knows what it is. You don't have to explain it. Right? You hold up a big chunk of silver, 100-ounce bar, literally everybody on the planet knows exactly what it is. Right? Let's talk about the comp plan. Real quick, I'm going to fill in the blanks. People say, why direct commission? You sell something, you get paid. Right? Believe it or not every company does that. Don't know why. Makes sense to me. Do it. You sell something, you get paid. Okay, well, why a binary? A binary is the fastest way from A to Z. It only pays the people that do the work. You remember that guy that had $1 million, but he's going to tell his neighbor? That may or may not be the only person that he tells. Okay, he's not expecting 10,000 a month. He's not expecting 10,000 or 30,000 a week. He just made a referral. He doesn't care, right? But out here in this audience and out here in the rest of the world, we've got people that say, you know what? I'm tired of selling vitamins. At-cost metals makes sense because I'm buying something of value. We're helping people. And I'm going to do this big. I'm going to try it, right? That's the kind of people that deserve that 10,000 or 30,000 a week, right? So there's a reason why we've got a 10% match. Because without it, the leader doesn't have an incentive to put someone on that power rank, right? So we added the qualifications. We said, okay, for 30,000, 6 left, 6 right, you gotta have silver, so it's not like we did a carbon copy of something else. We invented this, right? Our software 24 years ago was the first where you could click a point in the genealogy and sign someone up, right? We help create self-replicating websites with the .com/your name, right?
Wow.
So it goes back. I had plenty of time to think about everything that we do. So this comp plan, the 10% match, it's there for a reason, right? The 2,000, 10,000, 30,000, the rank requirements, everything that we're doing is extremely deliberate. Coin of the month is what keeps you, the distance between you and that leading edge of that fire, that's what keeps it moving, right? It's that filler. The leading edge is easy. It's 100 points into the binary, right? 30 points into the binary. Coin of the month is thousands of points into the binary. Okay, so there's a reason why we've got that. Here's a big one. People say, why do you have a wire charge? Right? Why do you have a 3.99, 3.99% charge? There's a reason why we do it like this. Okay, if you want to buy metal, the least expensive way to do it, write a check, send it in. Okay, you're not in a hurry. It's nothing to deposit it. There's no charge for us. There's no charge to us to deposit that check, right? So take that as situation A. Situation B, someone wants to use a debit card, right? When you go to a fast food restaurant, if you use it to pay rent, if you go to Target, Walmart, or any store, it doesn't matter where, there's going to be a charge to use it. Where does that money come from? How does that get paid? And the price of the product, right? You want something for $100, I promise you it doesn't cost $100 for that store to sell it to you. It might cost $80, might cost $90, might cost $92, $93, but it doesn't cost $100 because that 2%, 3%, 4%, depending on the industry and the credit level of that store, there's a charge for that, okay? We're precious metals. That's a flag, right? Going international, that's a flag. We're networking, that's a flag, right? But guess what? Our 3.99 is still less than JM, what they charge. So we're doing it right.
Definitely.
They have a charge. All the others have a charge, right? Guess what? The restaurant that you eat at, next year, I'm going to say 75% of them have that debit card charge as a line item. And that's normal. Okay? That's just the world that we live in. Because some people might want to pay cash, right? So that's why we do that. It's not fair for situation A, who wrote a check and wasn't in a hurry, to have to pay an inflated coin price to cover situation B's debit card, right? So if you want it least expensive, send a check. Less than that or slightly more than that, send a wire. You want it the most expensive way possible, you're in a hurry, you need a wolf coin for a birthday next week, use your debit card, right? But that's why we cyber metals. It made sense, right? I wanted to have a DAT vault because, one, I think it's super efficient. Someone buys 10 Eagles, they sell 9 Eagles, they still have one. All these different facets of owning precious metals, it fills in the gap. It fills in the hole of some people can't take possession. Some people can't afford gold. The smaller fractional pieces that you buy, you're paying a higher premium. So just come in at the digital side. If that's what they want to do, use it, buy there, use your at cost code, get your free money. When you're ready to sell, pull it out, buy it from at cost, it's way cheaper. Okay, so that's why we do that. I just want you to know, in case you were wondering, we've got backups upon backups. Software, business, if I get hit by a bus, there's a plan for that. Troy and everyone, customer support, programmers, We think about it because it's necessary to think about it, right? What if crazy things happen, right? So next time someone says, do they have a backup plan? You'll be able to say, yes, they do. So we've got 3 ranks. What are they?
Gold.
Right.
Yep.
What is an affiliate?
One left, one right.
Okay. And a silver?
Active.
Right. And an affiliate left and right. And then a gold?
6 left, 6 right.
Six
One on the
silver.
right and left
Right.
is silver.
What if you what if you don't have your one left, one right? What are you? Still an affiliate because you made a referral. What if you just got one sale, right? So we've not decided on what that term will be, but an affiliate is someone who is a sales rep for us. And then once you're qualified with your left and right, we're going to create that name. We won't change the comp plan, but just to show you, hey, you're more than someone that just signed up. You've got your right and left. As perfect as our comp plan is, in my mind, there was a gap. And I felt it and I saw it. Our leaders saw it. Some people saw it. So we ran a promotion, right? And it was a great promotion. Everybody loved it. It was fun and fast, and it did the job. It did what we wanted to do. We said there's a gap from the day someone signs up to the day they make that first cycle at 500. We ran a promotion. Everybody loved it. Think differently about how things work, something that's normal. How can we do it different, right? So we put that 300 in a probationary status the first cycle. If you do that in 2 weeks, it'll be 300 and 300 for a $300 cycle.
What?
Yeah. That first cycle, one time, first cycle, get that money in the hands of the new guy, keep that fire burning. All right, let's create some momentum. We do that by this is the game changer. So here's the thing. Some specialty items we can afford to adjust points and create a direct commission.
Okay.
So one component of our business that I think gets overlooked a lot. Guys, you don't need permission to be successful. Buy a monster box, half a monster box, mark it up $5 a coin. Put it on Facebook Marketplace. Say, hey, I'm selling Silver Eagles at $40. Meet me at the bank.
Right.
Right? Why not?
Plenty of surveillance.
Right? So now it's kind of like that, but we'll take care of it for you. Make that referral. Hey, don't meet me at the bank. Go buy a membership. You're going to get it for less than what you would pay me for it. We'll do the work. And maybe not a Silver Eagle, but Britannia or something else where it makes sense, where they're going to pay less than they would online and elsewhere. But guess what? There's not only points, but a direct commission as well. So the customer wins. Yeah, it's not just that one time that they buy. It's every time they buy a Britannia, every time they buy a Gold Buffalo, something like that. There's not only points, but direct commission. Okay. So as always, there will be a balance point, and if it's tilting one way too much or tilting not enough, we'll make the adjustment. Okay. Integrity will never be an issue. Product quality will never be an issue. We're just trying to fill the gaps.